Hollywood. The name itself is a promise of dreams, stardom, and legends that outlive their creators. For over a century, this place has been more than just a city, it has been a symbol, a magnet for talent and ambition, where every street corner whispers the echoes of cinematic history. But behind the glittering lights and red carpets lies a world full of stories, some inspiring, some haunting, and some that forever changed the way we see fame. In the early 1900s, Hollywood was nothing more than farmland, a quiet suburb on the outskirts of Los Angeles. Yet, within a few decades, it transformed into the beating heart of global entertainment. Silent films dominated the era, no sound, no dialogue, just expressions and orchestral scores that captivated audiences. It was here that pioneers like Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and Mary Pickford laid the foundation of an industry that would one day touch every corner of the planet. Charlie Chaplin wasn't just an actor. He was a phenomenon. His character, the Tramp, became a global icon, symbolizing resilience, humor, and humanity. Chaplin proved that cinema could be more than entertainment, it could be art, a reflection of society, and a voice for the voiceless. His work shaped the DNA of Hollywood, setting the stage for what was to come. By the 1930s, Hollywood had entered its golden age. Studios like MGM, Warner Brothers, and Paramount reigned supreme, crafting movies that transported audiences into magical worlds. The concept of the movie star was born. Greta Garbo, Clark Gable, and Joan Crawford weren't just actors, they were larger-than-life figures, admired and adored across continents. Yet, with fame came pressure, scandals, and the constant gaze of the public eye. Few stars embodied Hollywood's allure like Marilyn Monroe. She was beauty, charm, and vulnerability wrapped in one. Her life became a blueprint of stardom, the adoration, the loneliness, and the endless chase for perfection. Monroe's story reminds us of the cost of fame, a recurring theme in Hollywood's history. The Hollywood sign itself tells a story. Originally erected in 1923 as Hollywoodland to promote real estate, it became the ultimate symbol of aspiration. Every year, thousands arrived with dreams of making it big, and for most, the sign represented both hope and heartbreak. Hollywood was never just about glamour. It was also about pushing the boundaries of storytelling. Directors like Alfred Hitchcock redefined suspense and psychology on screen. His films weren't just stories, they were experiences that lingered in the mind, making audiences question their fears and desires. The Academy Awards became Hollywood's ultimate stage. A night of glitz, celebration, and recognition, but also a night that revealed the politics, rivalries, and ambitions within the industry. Winning an Oscar was not just about talent, it was about legacy, about etching one's name into the eternal history of cinema. The 1950s and 60s also saw the fusion of music and movies. Icons like Elvis Presley blurred the lines between the silver screen and stage, creating a new breed of superstar who could sing, act, and mesmerize all at once. Hollywood became the epicenter of not just films, but pop culture itself. But Hollywood also had its tragedies. James Dean, the rebel who defined a generation, lived fast and died young, leaving behind only 3 major films. His untimely death cemented him as a legend, forever frozen in time, reminding us that sometimes, stars burn brightest before they vanish. The 1970s brought a revolution. Directors like Martin Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola, and Steven Spielberg broke traditions and redefined cinema. Films like The Godfather, Jaws, and Star Wars didn't just entertain, they became cultural phenomena, shaping how the world consumed stories. Hollywood was no longer just a place, it was an empire of imagination. Together on set of Indiana Jones, innovation became the heartbeat of Hollywood. Special effects, new storytelling techniques, and blockbusters changed the industry forever. It wasn't just about stars anymore, it was about universes, sagas, and franchises that could last for decades. But even as Hollywood grew, its darker side became impossible to ignore. The rise of tabloids and paparazzi created a culture where celebrities were followed everywhere. Their mistakes, their breakdowns, their humanity, exposed for the world to consume. Stars like Britney Spears became cautionary tales of fame, showing that behind every red carpet smile might lie an untold story of struggle. In recent years, Hollywood faced a reckoning. The #MeToo movement exposed deep-rooted issues of power, abuse, and silence. For decades, stories were hidden, voices suppressed. But the courage of survivors changed the industry, forcing it to confront its flaws and redefine what it stands for. Today, Hollywood is evolving faster than ever. Streaming platforms, AI technology, and global audiences are reshaping the industry. Movies are no longer confined to theaters, they're in our homes, our phones, everywhere. The dream factory of Hollywood has expanded into the digital age, where anyone, from anywhere, can create and share stories. Diversity and inclusion are no longer side conversations, they are central to Hollywood's future. Stories once overlooked are now celebrated, voices once ignored are now amplified. Hollywood is no longer just America's dream machine, it belongs to the world. Yet, amidst all the change, one truth remains. Hollywood is a place of stories, stories that inspire, entertain, and challenge us. It is a mirror of who we are, our hopes, our fears, and our endless imagination. The stars on the Walk of Fame may shine quietly, but together, they echo the voices of those who dared to dream. And so, Hollywood stands timeless, an eternal stage where legends are born, stories are told, and dreams never die.